Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Asa Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we are looking into your person's current feelings for you. So I figured the last one I uploaded was around a month ago, so I figured the best course of action here is to just do it once a month since you guys enjoy this reading so much. But before I get into it, I do want to quickly address personal readings. Now, as you guys know, I'm not currently offering personal readings. Truth be told, I don't know when I'm going to be offering them, so I can't give you an answer on when those will be back. But if you see people in the comments that look like me or are posing as me offering readings, those are bitch ass scammers. Don't interact with them. They are just trying to steal your money by using my identity. But that being said, if you are looking for somebody to do a reading, I really just wanted to hype up my fellow tarot friend in the community. Her name is Alyssa, and she goes by the handle Celtic Fairy Tarot on Instagram. She is a wonderful reader. I go to her with readings, and her readings are really affordable. And even if you're not looking for a reading, you should just go and check her out because she really is just a wonderful person and a wonderful reader, and I really just wanted to hype her up a little bit. So if you're looking for a personal reading, I will leave all of her information down below so that you can get in contact with her. Even though I'm not offering them, it would be silly of me not to give you guys resources to find readers that can help you. So that being said, let's get into the reading. We have 4 piles today. We have pile 1 with the Apparition Tarot, pile 2 with the Ember and Aura Tarot, pile 3 with the Rainbow Heart Tarot, and pile 4 with the Good Tarot. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to decide which pile you feel most drawn to. It's absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one. Just do whatever works for you. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and scroll down to the description box where I will have all the timestamps for you, and we will get into your reading. Hi there, pile 1. If you guys chose the Apparition Tarot, this is going to be your reading on how your person is currently feeling about you. So I feel like I had something to say and now I forgot. I have your oracles already shuffled, and we're gonna just go in today. We're doing channel messages, and we're doing a ton of advice today as well. I feel like that's what you guys need more than anything. Yeah, the energy, I feel like just collectively has been kind of odd the past couple days, but yeah, I'm interested to see what comes out here. So Spirit, how does pile 1's person currently feel about pile 1? Okay. So we have the 6 of Cups popping out. Pile 1's person currently feel about pile 1. Oh my goodness. Okay. Strength. The Empress. The Ace of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and on the back of the deck, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Let me get these out of the way. Or not out of the way. In alignment, if you will. Fix my sweet little rose quartz. Okay, let's look at your oracles now. So we have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. We have hostilities, the Panther, the Unicorn, number 47, Protect Your Heart, and number 62, The Lonely Journey of the Priestess. So pile 1, this is actually really interesting energy because your tarot cards and your oracle cards kind of show the juxtaposition that this person is feeling towards you right now, because you're probably getting this vibe like they're kind of distant and withdrawn from you, or not giving you the full picture. And here's what's interesting. If it was based on just these oracle cards alone, like if I didn't have the tarot here, I would look at this lineup and be like, okay, this person is going through some type of intense spiritual awakening right now. And I don't want to say like it's their first one. any spiritual people will know that like spiritual awakenings, they fluctuate and you have them over and over, and there's really like spiritual highs and spiritual lows. And I think that this person has kind of is coming out of this low, where they're headed towards a spiritual high, because I think that they are moving along in their purpose. And we have 2 cards representing the crown and the third eye chakra. So this person is really opening up their psychic abilities right now and really focusing on their connection to spirit, especially with the lonely journey of the priestess. Like, this person has definitely been through a lot and been through a lot of ups and downs. And if you have history with this person, I feel like they feel conflicted, because on one hand, they have these really strong feelings for you, but then on the other, it's kind of like they're withdrawing and going within, because they are going through this intense, weird change again. And I say again because I feel like this is not their first rodeo in terms of just spiritual cycles. And all of these cycles are just always meant to bring you closer to your truth, closer to the universe, to spirit. But if this is something newer, you're not crazy in thinking that this person has strong feelings for you. I know it's hard sometimes, especially when actions don't match words or feelings. And the one advice I want to give you guys, and this is something that I just have learned through experience, is that actions can lie, words can lie, but energy does not lie. And I've learned to trust energy more than anything, and it really has not led me astray so far. But starting over here with this 6 of Cups, I mean, obviously these feelings are very sweet. The 6 of Cups is a soulmate card, and I think that they have a lot of admiration and adoration for you. They feel this sense of home with you, and I think they find you to be very cute. And what's kind of interesting is that if you watching are more masculine, I feel like they view you as very cute, even though you might not want to be viewed as very cute, if that makes sense. Or they almost see your desire to be very masculine, or to like just be that way, as like very adorable. But if it's the other way around, whatever the energies are, if you're like a more feminine person, I feel like they just find you absolutely adorable, and they have really sweet feelings for you. With the Empress card here, this is kind of there's 2 meanings going on here. If you don't know already, the Empress encompasses all 4 queens into one. So you're essentially a mega queen, no matter what you identify as. And they feel the strength of this connection. And I think the strength of their compassion really scares them. And I think there's been a lot of external factors in their life as of recently that have really caused a lot of havoc. But I actually think that they're viewing your connection as wreaking a lot of havoc within them, because of how they feel about you. Like, you might literally just be existing, you're just vibing, and this person is like, oh my gosh, like I can't do this right now. And they might be hostile as a result, because they're trying to process these feelings. And kind of the overall energy that I'm getting is that your person has been hurt. Whether things went down between the both of you in the past, or if this is a newer person and they were hurt in the past by somebody else, this person is really trying their best to protect their heart, because I think in the past they felt like they were maybe too trusting with who they gave their heart to. And I think that was an essential part of their journey, because now they're reaching this point where they're learning that they have to be discerning in who they give their affections to. And so I think one of the biggest things holding them back is fear, and being just unsure of where this is going and where this is heading. But in terms of how they're feeling about you, I feel like they're waiting for the opportunity to kind of pour their heart out to you, because they really could see building something beautiful with you. With this 10 of Pentacles here, I mean, this is all about family, legacy, building something together. And I feel like it's conflicting for them, because with this lonely journey of the priestess, I do feel like they've kind of been on this intense spiritual journey where I don't know if they've ever considered family life or opening themselves up to that. And I think one thing that freaks them out is that they know that there's a more deeper spiritual nature to this connection, and there is a lot of feelings. So I think they're trying to allow this connection to happen naturally. The Empress talks all about allowing things to just blossom and happen over time. And I think that they might journal about you, or they might, if this is a creative person, they might, you might be an inspiration for their creative expression, is kind of what I'm hearing. I feel like they see you as somebody very special, though. And they might feel bad about like being hostile towards you at times. Fire energy is really being showcased here, despite the fact that we have a lot of cups and pentacles. Strength is Leo energy, and the panther represents the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Of course, your person doesn't have to be a fire sign, but the biggest thing is that they want to ground this connection more. They might be focused on their family in some way, or they might be worried about what their family might think. There could be some type of family issues going on with the Ten of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles could also relate to their work. With the lonely journey of the Priestess, maybe they've kind of shut themselves off to love, and they're focused on their career right now, focused on the bag, and just trying to have fun. And I think at times they get really irritated because they're just trying to vibe out, essentially, is like kind of what I'm hearing. And then they get they think about you, they get feelings about you, and they have this just inner panther that's like, what the hell? Like, this needs to stop. I'm just trying to live my life. And I feel like this person kind of prides themselves on being very independent, and I think it's very scary for them to think about the fact that you could be something more for them, or that they could potentially open themselves up to you. Because I think that in the past, opening themselves up to people has failed. And maybe even in the past, between the both of you, I feel like this won't resonate for all of you, but for some of you, I do feel like maybe there was a false start between you and this person in the past, and this person feels like they can't just be as open with their heart like they were the last time. But I think one thing that Spirit is stressing here is that everything in your life, in their life, and this connection has all happened for a reason. So I feel like, honestly, for a lot of you watching this, you might be feeling like this is how you're feeling. And I think it's just because there's a lot of mutual energy here. And I think that I think you both are bouncing off fear with one another. And I think that you both are pretty intuitive. And so I think you both are picking up on the hesitation on both ends, the hostilities, not wanting to be completely open, not wanting to lay your cards out on the table, if you will, har har. But yeah, this person is in a process of purging. The Panther also talks about purging. And I feel like they're trying to figure out, they're in this transitory phase where they're like, what's my next move? Where am I headed? Where am I going? Because they also see themselves as somebody very special. And, you know, everybody should see themselves as somebody very special. You're special. And I feel like they see you as somebody very special as well, somebody worthy of them. It's like two unicorns finding each other. How rare is that? And so I think that they know that if they, I think there's a prideful aspect to this, especially with Leo, like, you know, not wanting to be the one to open up first, to allow this cup to pour out. Because I feel like this person has shed some tears over this connection. And if not this connection directly, just fear of opening themselves up again. Because I do think they are very fearful. And they really have been working hard on their spiritual nature and opening themselves up to the nature of the world. And they're very protective of their energy at this point, who they let into their space. So I think if communication has been kind of limited, that might be why. I feel like they're just kind of in their own energy right now. But that doesn't change the fact that they have these strong feelings for you, which is so interesting. And I also understand why getting messages like this might be frustrating, because kind of the energy that I'm getting here, pile one, is that the oracle cards here should be confirming what's going on in reality. And the tarot cards are kind of confirming the energetic truths of the connection. So energetically, if this is all like, yes, like this is how I'm feeling, this is how they're feeling too. But when you're getting this vibe as well, like I don't feel welcome, they're not really reaching out to me, they're not really trying to engage with this. Well, it's because they're kind of going through it, but not in a way where it's like detrimental and they're really struggling. It's more so that they're trying to gain their footing and understand where their path is next. If you see how crazy this lonely journey of the priestess is, they're really just trying to deal with the twists and turns of this connection, or not this connection, maybe this connection. I don't know your life, but which is, maybe I shouldn't say that as a tarot reader. I know your life. I totally know your life. I know everything. Yeah. Anyway, I think that you know, the twists and turns of their life have really challenged them, have really pushed them. And if you've been on a spiritual awakening, spiritual journey yourself, you'll understand this, how you can hit these strides where you are just like, it's almost like you're able to attune, like turn a knob on the universe, like on, if the knob was like perspectives of the universe, and it's just like everything's clear and you've like hit your spiritual stride and you're like, fuck yes, like I am God, I am one, like not literally like I'm God, but like I am divine, I am part of everything. I see the world, like I see through the eyes of love, all good. And it takes the smallest thing to get you out of that and then right back down. And it's so frustrating because you know how to get there. And being there feels amazing, and it's so hard to get there, but as soon, like it does not take much to knock you right back down, and then you got to find your way back again. And so that's why this journey can often be lonely, because not everybody understands what it's like to go through these spiritual journeys. Some people just aren't spiritual and they don't need this shit. We sound like weirdos, but you know, it's a lonely process. And I feel like this person, one, doesn't want to implicate you in their own things that they need to work through, but also I feel like they're just, I feel like the more that they share with you, the scarier it is for them, because the feelings are so strong here. I feel like once things are opened up, it's kind of like there's no going back, because the feelings that they have for you are so strong that they will feel almost like intertwined. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I was doing with this. I'm not like crossing my fingers like, hee, I'm lying. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing. But I just feel like they're afraid to be intertwined with your energy right now, just because I'm kind of hearing they don't want to make promises they can't keep. And also they're trying to do justice by themselves and, do what feels right for them, if that makes sense. But I mean, there's a lot of adoration here. There's a lot of compassion here. And this person can really see a future with you. And so I feel like that's kind of this struggle that they're going through. And maybe if you were hostile towards them or they were hostile towards you in the past, they're struggling with the idea of being open again. But the feelings haven't gone anywhere. Let's just be real. The feelings are strong. But yeah, they're really focused on protecting themselves and their heart right now, and kind of just allowing, they're trying to be in the flow. And if you don't know what the flow is, it's just kind of that energy of surrender and allowing the energy of every single day to just kind of, you're not trying to force shit to happen. You're here, you're living life, and you're allowing things to happen, and you're being mindful. If you want to pray to any archangels, I think Archangel Uriel might be overlooking this connection, or you or them might have a special connection to them. But this person is definitely going through some spiritual stuff that they kind of need to figure out on their own, but that does not negate their feelings for you. However, it is completely up to you what you decide to do about this. You know, you have free will, and you have your needs that you need to tend to as well. So because this person is focusing on themselves and their needs, that needs to be your primary focus as well. Even though the feelings might be very strong, and let's be real, they're strong on this end too. You owe it to yourself to prioritize you first and do what feels right to you. Because at the end of the day, if something is meant to happen, it will happen. Like, I promise you, the universe is a cheeky bastard and will, I say that in a loving, endearing way, but they will really go to bat for you. And shit, where did my channel messages go? Oh, I knocked them off the table. Okay, yeah, we're doing channel messages. Anyway, yeah, spirit, cheeky bastard. They will pull Uno reverse cards on you like you wouldn't believe, like positive ones, where things will come full circle and you'll just be like, you'll just be mind blown. And at times when you're losing faith, be cognizant of that, so that when Spirit pulls down that Uno reverse card and something crazy happens that reaffirms your beliefs, you can be like, damn, you know, sorry for doubting you. Because a lot of times, yeah, they like to hear that they're, your guides like to hear that they're appreciated and stuff. Of course, anybody would, and they love you very much, and they yeah, your guides are just wanting you to know how much they love you, and that everything that they are doing is for your highest good, and they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to make your life harder. They want to make your life better, and they're telling you, like, help us get it across that we promise that we are doing what's best for them, but you got to work with us and you got to be open to us. So if you've been struggling with your spiritual nature right now, I feel like it's important to be open to what your guides are saying, and just try to be present with the signs. But let's see what your person would say to you right now. Spirit, what would pile one's person say to pile one if they could, please? Aw, my favorite dreams always have you in them. That's so cute. What isn't cute is the, or I accidentally wrote an A instead of an O. We also have, I want to take control of this connection. And it might be their job to do that. And so they're trying to get to a point where they are, and they don't feel like they have to be so hostile with their heart. Let's see, what else, Spirit? What else do? I will also note that the, okay, these all came out in a pile, so I'm going to take them. The colors do kind of have some significance. So the purple is more like spiritual nature messages. The blue is more about emotions. Yellow is thoughts. Green is like practical shit, like the things that they might think or say. And then red is passion. So kind of all the different elements. But we have, I didn't know what love was until I met you. Yeah, I think that their feelings for you are really strong. And I just realized there's another card underneath this card. And so I want to see what it is. Oh, love at first sight. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, they had really strong feelings for you right away. And I think that part of that is because you are just very physically attractive. But also, I think your physical attractiveness actually intimidates them even more, and they might really struggle with that. Like, I almost feel like this person went through some kind of glow up where they don't realize how attractive they are as well. And they probably still see themselves as like a dorky, like little, you know, 12-year-old that's like, not calling all 12-year-olds dorky. I was a dorky 12-year-old. Like, they don't feel very, their brain, their mindset doesn't match their physical looks, if that makes sense. They still need time to catch up. But we also have, I want to prove myself, and I'm afraid of being codependent. Yeah, that's a big thing. I definitely think that this person has been through a lot in certain connections. I'm in too much pain to be open to love right now, which makes sense with those hostilities, because they're like, they don't want to implicate you in what they're going through. And I think it's because they care about you so much and see the value in you, see all that you deserve, that they don't want to like be wasting your time when they're not ready to be open to something when you could be living your best life. Like, they don't want to take away your prospects. And even though you're like, well, this is the only person I want, if that's the case, that's not the way they view it. And I think that honestly, they're being fair. Maybe not in their actions, but at least energetically they're being fair, because they're trying to not confuse you. At least that's kind of what I'm picking up here. You know, maybe if this person is saying and doing things that are confusing, then, you know, that might be different. But I feel like this person is just trying their best to not hurt you, to not hurt them, and to not make any promises that they can't keep. I'm not ready to face my feelings for you. Yeah, your soul is so beautiful. And when can I see you again? Yeah, so they're going back and forth. And look, on the back of the deck, we have I want to be more than friends. So, oh, okay, I guess I'm picking up the one underneath that as well. I'm not sure what it is, though. Your aura is intoxicating. Yeah, there's a passion card. So, yeah, like I said, they find you to be so attractive. Like, that's total Empress energy. And they really do see a lot in you. They see you as... just such an ideal person and an ideal partner. And I think they kick themselves because they feel like they're not good enough, or they're not ready, or they haven't done enough. But yeah, I feel like because this is a general reading, they're all kind of in different places, and that's why it's important to trust your intuition. Especially, honestly, this is why I like picker cards, because you kind of have to discern and you have to trust what your gut says, because ultimately the point of tarot is to confirm what you've been feeling intuitively. But now we're going to go into guidance for you, and we're going to see what the universe wants you to know. This is the Affirmators Love and Relationships Advice deck. It's if you want to get any advice deck, get this deck. Like, it's really awesome. I love it. But Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 1 when it comes to this connection, please? Okay. So we have wisdom. With every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. In that sense, even, quote, failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? And curiosity. Meeting new people, I remember what a treasure trove of opinions, interests, and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? And on the back of the deck, we have thoughtfulness. It is time to put your money where your mouth is and to have fun showing your love. Think of all the little things you can do to show a person you love them. Then stop thinking of those things and actually do them. Is it time to hide a note in someone's pocket? Make them a snack? Order them a book? Anything thoughtful can be an act of love, even taking the trash out to the dumpster. Unless you're dating the trash, in which case, don't take it to the dumpster. Take it somewhere fancy. Wow, who would have thought that being so full of thoughts could be considered thoughtful? So yeah, and I don't even think this has to be related to this person, because you might be in a place where you don't feel comfortable communicating with them, or you feel like you need to give them your space. But, you know, if you have friends in your life that you really love, or you have, you know, family that you just want to show your appreciation to, you know, go out of your way to show them that you care. Because sometimes we can get so, like, I'm guilty of this too. I get so lost in my own crap that I forget to, you know, let the people know around me that I care about them. And I think that can be really meaningful. But let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Pile 3, Spirit. What advice do you have for them, please? Okay. Okay, well, we have Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realm. So that's your guides again. And they're like, hello, we're here, and we promise we're working this all out for your highest good, whether it's this person or it's somebody else. Or maybe you're also going on this lonely journey, and maybe that's kind of what you guys are meant to do right now. We also have Lemuria, Creating Heaven on Earth. It's happening. And on the back of the deck, we have Break the Chain. Oh my gosh, sorry. Drank sparkling water, burping out the ass. Anyway, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So yeah, I think that you and this person are kind of mirroring energy in the sense that you're trying to heal from things and create the future that you want to see. I feel like, I mean, like, if you're watching this video, this is not your first spiritual rodeo. I feel like you've already come a bit of a ways on your journey. And with this creating heaven on earth, I feel like one thing that Spirit wants you to do is to look at your environment and see what doesn't fit anymore. Like if there's any old clothes, any old decorations, or just stuff that you don't need anymore. I feel like Spirit's asking you to start by creating heaven in your own space and try to work with that. And honestly, even if you don't have like money to splurge on really nice stuff, there's so many cool things at like thrift stores that you can find. Facebook Marketplace as well. Just like be safe and don't get murdered. But anyway, Spirit, what other advice do you have for pile 1, and what do you want them to know? Okay, we'll take that one. Other advice do you have for pile 1, please, Spirit? All right. I guess Spirit has thoughts, which I mean they clearly have, because I feel like my brain's been going a mile a minute. But let's look at the back of the deck first. Surrender to the divine. They're like you're if you just allow yourself to be in the flow, your life will go a lot easier. But you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. I feel like this is really important, because I feel like you might be taking what this person is going through very personally, and it's not that personal. It's more so about them and the fact that they want to be accountable for their actions, and they don't want to hurt you. And if they have already, they probably feel really horrible about it. And they're like, well, I have to push this person away because I can't hurt them anymore. But I feel like Spirit is saying that you're good enough, and that if this isn't what you want, if you deserve whatever you want, and you're worthy of love, and whatever this person does, it has no bearing on your worth or your lovability. But we also have you're very close to achieving your goal. Nothing is yet set in stone. A personal issue reaches resolution, and adjustments are required. So yeah, I think that's the biggest, like, your energy really matters here, and what you focus on really matters, because I do think there's some things in your energetic field that you need to work on. Like, I feel like you and this person are really mirroring one another right now, and there are things that you both kind of need to figure out before you can really commit yourselves to this fully. But I'll get you some letters and numbers to finish off. So pile 1, Spirit. Okay, well, we have a 3 pop out. So we have a 3, we have an L, a K, a U. Oh, that was a Q, L, U, K, E, U. We have 2 U's. We have a T. We have an R. Retweets could be significant in some way. If you follow this person on Twitter, pay attention to what they retweet. It might be valuable. Let's see, we have 3 3s, so 3 through 3. 3 is a number of divinity. Oh, we also have an O. I feel like they would feel lucky to get a chance with you. I feel like they think you're a QT as well. Let's see, we have a 7. I pulled a lot. DT. So maybe downtown is significant in some way. They might be fearful. I know these are zeros, but they might be fearful of a tude from you. By that I mean attitude. We also have a 6, 9, 6s, 9s, however you want to view that. We also have a 3. I think with the double U's here, they're thinking about you. Like you both are thinking about each other, but you probably don't want to admit it. We also have 0, 0, 0. So I think you want a fresh start, they want a fresh start, and the divine wants a fresh start. Well, we also have 3 green 3s, and we have another 3, so 3 through 3. We also have 8, 2, 5. Hearing the name Cole, or Co. I don't know like why Co would be, but I also think like I was hearing Kentucky. Or like the UK, like the United Kingdom. But I also look at this as like, like you already know. And so I feel like a lot of this is just confirming what you've already felt intuitively. But Yeah, I think that that's all I have for you guys, pile one. Thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through. If you did, definitely let me know down in the comments how it resonates. And if you haven't already and you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you left it a like. And if you would like to continue following me on this journey, of course, I would love it if you subscribed as well. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards and charms. If you are looking for a personal reading, be sure to check out Celtic Fairy Tarot on Instagram. I believe she's on Twitter as well. She's a wonderful reader. Cannot hype her up enough. So wonderful. Thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through. If you did, thank you for letting me read your cards. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and visit me again soon. Bye. Hi there, pile two. If you guys chose the Ember and Aura Tarot, this is going to be a reading on your person's current feelings. And oh my God, I just have to talk about how obsessed with this deck I am. It's on Etsy if you're interested. I'll have it listed in the description. I always list my decks in the description, by the way, if you're ever curious. But yeah, pink is my favorite color. And the fact that the edges are pink, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it makes my soul happy. Okay, but today we are looking at your person's current feelings for you. So I already have your oracle shuffled. I don't even want to shuffle these very well because I don't want to mess these cards up. But we're also going to look at channeled messages, and then we're going to go pretty in depth with your advice and kind of how to move forward, because looking into their feelings is fine and good, but I want to make sure you guys know what you're doing and are feeling successful and know what direction you're heading in. Success is a frame of mind. There's no true definition for success, by the way. And then we'll pull some initials and letters at the very end. But I want to see now, Spirit, how is pile two's person currently feeling about pile two? Pile two's person currently feeling about pile two. Okay, well, I want to know what way this guy wants to go. You want to go upright or... Okay, upright. Hanged Man. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. Five of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Eight of Swords. And on the back of the deck, the Hierophant. Damn, that's a Jeebus-ass looking card. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Jesus is cool. Okay, oracles now. So you guys got 3 energy oracles because 2 popped out, but we have the Cornucopia, Journey, and the Angel of Balance. We also have the Golden Egg and the Taiga. And then finally we have Visions and we have Green. So, okay, I'm obsessed with this. And the reason why I'm obsessed with this is because this is like peak pile two. I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but I feel like in this pile, no matter what went down here, you're at a distance from this person, whether you physically moved away from them, whether emotionally you are being distant from them, whether you're not talking to them, whether they moved away, whatever it may be, you and this person really have not communicated in a while is kind of the energy that I'm getting. And the reason why I'm obsessed with this is because I can just immediately tell that you guys have been working so hard on yourself. And not only that, you have been actively like growing and becoming more successful, more intuitive. I feel like you've had a ton of blessings come your way. Maybe you're gaining like a social media following. Maybe you started a business and you're like gaining more opportunities through your business. Maybe you recently just got accepted to like school. Whatever it may be, you're doing well right now. However, I do get the vibe like you don't see yourself as doing as well as you think you are. And so that's one thing that Spirit is kind of stressing to me right away is like, let them know how well they're doing and how proud we are of them, because Spirit is really proud of you and how far you guys have come. Because I think that this person kind of rocked your shit in a negative way. Like I feel like this was the first time in a long time you really opened yourself up to someone and you really thought that this was going to be something really significant. And for whatever reason, it fell through. And I think for a while it was really tough on you. And it really, like I said, rocked your shit. And I'm not kidding when I say that you have come so far from that point, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself. And I think, honestly, whatever transpired within this connection is partially what motivated you to get to move forward and to go after your dreams and be the badass that you are. Because, like, the reason why I looked at this and was like, I'm obsessed with this, is because this is just, oh my gosh, you, even if you don't feel like it, are putting off this almost untouchable, badass energy where this is like glow up without even trying to glow up, but it's such an intense glow up that it can't even be called glowing. Like, you're the damn sun at this point. Like, I just can't even stress enough. Okay, yeah, you guys are doing really well. This person can see that. And what's really, really interesting is that I got this deck very recently. And in a meditation, I was visualizing this heart with an eye in it. And I was like thinking about how this was like, oh, like I am love, like I embody love. And this person recognizes now how foolish they were acting, and how this is like, I made the biggest mistake of my life. Like, this is the one that got away. Like, they are fully recognizing the gravity of their actions and the fact that they hurt you and they hurt somebody that is pure. And like, of course, nobody is entirely pure, but your intentions towards them were pure. And I feel like they didn't even think about that at the time, because they just never believed that was possible. And so they feel kind of trapped, if I'm being honest. They kind of feel like they've missed their shot. They've missed out, whatever it may be. Maybe they have, maybe you've moved on. You're a girl, boy, anybody, you can do whatever you want. Girly, bestie, you can do whatever you want, because you've earned that right. But they have a lot of clarity now. And what they couldn't see before is all too clear to them. And it's literally how special you were, and the fact that they let you slip through their hands. And what's interesting here is we have no Cups cards. But I guess, well, with the Hanged one, we can see Pisces here. But we have the golden egg, which represents the heart chakra. And this person is allowing themselves to remain in a mental prison because you are in their heart. And now they are starting to feel the effects of hurting your heart hurts their heart now. It's kind of like karma, truthfully. And this person is recognizing that there's a deeper spiritual nature here than they once thought. And I think maybe you opened this person up to spirituality. With this tiger energy, you have a very strong, powerful feminine energy that is highly spiritual. And I think that you are able to see things intuitively that they cannot. And I think that you saw, I'm hearing the word brevity, but I can't even remember what that means, so I don't want to use that word. But if the word brevity has any significance, take that. But you saw the potential for this connection. You saw the truth of this connection much earlier than they did. And I feel like that's because this person was in a huge, I think they do have a pretty big ego. This Hierophant here, that's Taurus energy, they could have been pretty stubborn. Maybe they were in this mode of like, I'm not interested in anything like that. But essentially, how this person is feeling is hurt. They feel really hurt. They feel trapped, and they feel like they deserve to feel trapped. They're like realizing now, oh, I fucked up here. Like I really messed up. And they're looking at you from afar. And they're like, I pushed away a wish come true. And they recognize that you've packed your bags and you've left. You're on your own journey. I mean, you were not waiting for this like, you weren't sitting there being like, shit, or get off the pot. You were like, okay, well, if you're not going to choose me, I'm choosing myself. Bye. And they see you as someone very balanced and very in harmony. And I think that they know that you're watching them. And maybe you're not literally, but you might intuitively, like maybe you see their stuff on social media, or maybe you just feel their energy sometimes. But I feel like this person really fantasizes about the life that they could have had with you, and what might have happened between you two if they hadn't pushed you away, and if they hadn't been selfish, and if they hadn't done what they did. And here's what's interesting with this green card. This is the last card in this deck, and it talks about being wild. And I think that's what's kind of interesting, is that you are wild right now, but not necessarily in a like rowdy party animal way, but it's just like your success is insane and it's growing. And I feel like you're coming into yourself a lot more. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, with that tiger energy. But even with the green here, you know, green is representative of the heart chakra. And I think their feelings for you are almost wild, and they continue to grow. And what's kind of interesting is that there's a lot of eye imagery. And I think your third eye all knows this all intuitively, even if you have no reason to confirm it. Like, I feel like you know that this person is kind of feeling some shame and sadness for what they've done and how they've acted. But I think that they know at this point that there is a deeper spiritual purpose in meeting you. And if anything, this person, like, they're not taking actions towards you. I mean, Visions is all about being passive. And the Hanged One is all about, you know, kind of just surrendering and allowing things to be what they are. So with this Knight of Pentacles, I think your success has rubbed off on them energetically, where now they're like, well, even if I can never have this person back, like, I feel like they're a bit envious of how successful you've been, and they kind of want to match it. You're motivating them to be better and to do better. And even if this was just a connection to, because I feel like in some ways this person was meant to be in your life to motivate you to get to this point, because I feel like you channeled all that anger and all that hurt that this person created towards you, and you were just like, I'm like, even if at the beginning it was like, I'm gonna prove this person wrong and I'm gonna show them how damn amazing I am. You did, and you did. But at that point, it was like do or die. Like, you had to channel that energy somewhere, and you channeled it into yourself, and you did it so well. So well. I'm just like, oh my God. Snaps for pile 2. Claps for pile 2. Your guides are so immensely proud of you, because that's what they wanted you to do. And you've been doing the damn thing. So be really proud of yourself. Even if you feel like you haven't come as far as you think you should, you've come a lot farther than you think you have. And this is all part of your spiritual journey. And you will know intuitively whether this is just, this person was just an experience, or someone that you might be willing to visit down the line or come back to. But I do definitely think they still think about you, but they're definitely being passive. Like, they're not gonna reach out to you because they feel like a freaking idiot. They feel like a fool. And they should, because look what they let go of. But I think that you also needed this, because I think that you're starting to learn how your heart is not something that you have to lay out on the line. You don't have to be self-sacrificing for everyone. I feel like this is the first time in your life where you're truly starting to understand that it's important to put yourself first. And that's what makes me so happy, is because you deserve to put yourself first, pile 2. This person was putting themselves first, very selfishly, even when you were being open and generous with them. And they see now how wrong that was. There was not balance within this connection. And you're finding balance in your own, and your person can just feel energetically like, oh, they're doing so well without me. They just keep growing. They keep growing like it's out of control. And I feel like their feelings are as well. So they try to distract themselves mentally or through work, because they can't go within. Meditating is like too painful because you're just in their heart space. Because this golden egg talks all about the heart chakra and how getting answers intuitively through going within, like you get answers intuitively through going within, like your heart will speak those answers. And when they try to listen to their heart just talks about you. And so they're like, they're not happy about it, because I think they're having a hard time facing what they've done. But it's almost getting to them to this point where they're getting clarity on what they've done, and they're really impressed by you and almost jealous. Like they feel like you've been achieving what they should have been achieving all along. And if they hadn't been so focused on shit that didn't matter and distractions and fickle shit, then they might be in the same place that you are. But because they're constantly avoiding things, they're stuck in this mental prison. They can't find peace. They can't get to this point. So all I can say is that you should be really proud of yourself for how far you've come. And yeah, this person, it's like a mix of pride and envy, honestly. Like they want to be on your level, that's for sure. But let's kind of see what their channel messages will say, because they're not being too open about their feelings. And I think that's mainly because they don't want to address their feelings. It's that stubborn energy, that prideful energy of like, I just don't want to even admit that I'm like wrong or that I messed up. But let's see here. What would pile two's person say to pile two? Okay, well, there's that. I see us getting married one day. We also have, when can I see you again? So maybe they're waiting to see you again and they're kind of just like holding out. Maybe they'll admit that they're wrong. They might communicate that, because maybe they feel trapped by their thoughts. But let's see what else. I have to stay practical. I'm focused on my career right now. Oh, gee, I wonder why. I wonder if it's somebody that they know that they might have screwed over and is really successful now. I wonder who that might be. Crazy. Nobody makes me feel the way you do. I don't know why, but if you've ever seen the movie Dodgeball, I also just heard nobody makes me bleed my own blood. So if that has any significance, you're the last thing I think about before I fall to sleep. Yeah, I think that like kind of makes them mad. Like they wish their brain would shut up sometimes. Yeah, I never meant to hurt you. I was trying to figure myself out. Like, I don't think that what they ever did was intentional. Like they weren't like, oh, pile two, like I'm gonna ruin their life. Like I feel like they were genuinely very attracted to you and they thought you were very sweet and they loved so many aspects about you. And I think that they really could see commitment, and I think that's something that they still want with a Hierophant, but they know, like, one, they might have missed their shot, and two, they're still not in that place yet. Like they're still trying to get, like, they're a Knight of Pentacles. But I think that at some point this person will come forward. But we also have you make me feel alive. I'm gonna get a couple more. But yeah, it's just like they were so up their own ass when like all of this stuff happened. And so they couldn't see clearly when everything was going down. And I think at the time, I feel like that Five of Swords energy, somebody had done that to them and they were really trying to heal from that. Like I want to be clear here, even if your person really screwed you over and did bad things, I don't think it was their genuine intention to hurt you. But I think that it served a good purpose because it showed you what you didn't deserve, and it made you realize, like, okay, yeah, I'm worth more than this. I'm going to show you how worthy I am, and I'm going to show you how successful I can be. Like, meh, go fuck yourself, bro. Like, I'm going to do my own thing. And you did. And guess what? It's all happening. It's in the cards. Like, I adore you for this. Like, absolutely adore you. This is, oh my God. Like, bowing down. So good. I'm obsessed with it. Let's see. What else? Pile two. What else do you want? What else is pile two's person? What pile two? To know. I'm not getting any. Pile 2, Spirit. Let's see what pile 2. It's now. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I wish I could hold you right now. You make me forget about all the negatives in my life. I know you're, oh my, okay, yeah, they know. So I have 2 cards in here. Because I don't know if I ever explained this, but the blue cards are more feelings related. Yellow is thoughts. Green is like practical 3D shit. Purple is spiritual. And red is passion. So I have one that says, I think you're the one. And I have one that's, I know you're the one. So this person like sees you as the one, but you might not see them as the one. So it's, I think that the power is in your hands. And look at what we have on the back of the deck. So chef's kiss. I am such an idiot. Yeah, we know. And I look at that, underneath that, I'm embarrassed by my past behavior. So trust me. And I don't want to share you. So like, yeah, pile 2. I'm like grinning ear to ear. I'm so happy for you guys. Like, even if like, okay, I'm not trying to make light of this situation or anything, but you have to understand that I'm looking at this from a bird's eye perspective and also your guides' perspectives. And I know that objectively this journey has been very hard for you and it's hurt a lot. And I'm just saying you deserve to feel this entitlement and this empowerment because you've come so far. And like, even if you feel pity for this person, even if you feel bad for this person, like, you are just so wonderful and you're doing so well and your guides are so proud of you. And yeah, you did exactly what you set out to do, which I just think is absolute queen or king shit. So let's see, Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 2 now? Let's see what they would say to you. This is the Affirmators Love and Relationships deck. If you ever need an advice deck about love, I would really recommend this one. It's really awesome. So what other advice do you have for pile 2, Spirit? Okay, so we have teamwork. I'm determined to be a good teammate in all of my relationships. If we disagree, I'll resist the urge to place blame and look for a way to solve the problem together. When we're a team, everything's a game, and when we're on the same side, nobody can lose. Not even the Cubs. Finally. We also have tact. I speak and act with care. Remembering that impulsive words or a harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china and I might actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. So I feel like if you have the opportunity to talk to this person in the future, I feel like Spirit's asking you to refrain from being volatile or vindictive. Like, stay dignified, because you've stayed dignified so far and you might still be feeling some resentment towards them, but you have to understand that they do feel really bad about this, and they have clarity, they have learned a lot, and I feel like they're waiting for the opportunity to be open with you and express their feelings, or at the very least not even express their feelings, but express that they feel really bad and that, like, say they're sorry or say they messed up. I almost wonder if this person even has the capabilities of saying sorry, but they have clarity now that they were being a moron. So I feel like there's something with that. And on the back of the deck, we have initiative. Step right up. You're being awarded a boost of initiative. This potent potion will give you the gusto you need to move your life in a previously unexplored direction. If you're in a relationship, then it's time to take initiative to make some interesting plans for you and your partner. If you're not in one, it's time to reach out to old friends, go on adventures, and potentially meet some new cohorts. Either way, this great journey is beginning with one small step. Or one short text. Whatever. I'm not the boss of you. Okay. We're going to use the Work Your Light deck now and get some more advice. Oh, okay. You guys, what are you guys doing here? Oh, these were the cards from the last deck. I don't know why they got in there. If you want to see those, you can go to the last pile. Maybe you might have felt drawn to that pile as well. Okay, so Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 2 when it comes to this connection? Pile 2, please. Okay. I'm taking this one because that was too many cards. Okay, so first we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So if you don't know what this is literally your gut feeling. This is just another word for what you're feeling in your gut. So whatever you're feeling in your gut about this is divinely guided, because on the back of the deck we have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So Spirit is saying whatever you're feeling called to, that's correct. That is your guides trying to communicate with you, and that's what your intuition is saying. And finally, we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So Spirit is saying to really trust where you're headed. And you know what I love too is that in both of these cards, there's just one person, and even in that journey card, and they're so far away from the card. And I feel like that's really representing how far you've actually come since all this stuff transpired. Like, you really have come so much further than you think you have, and you really need to start giving yourself more credit. Let's see. Finally, what else do you want pile 2 to know about this connection, please, Spirit? Pile 2. And would you look at that? We have a new romantic cycle begins. It's time to take action. You also have it's time to release negativity and look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. So yeah. It's time for you to just do what feels right to you, whatever that is. If it's time to move forward, if it's time to head to this person's area and see if you can try to casually, carry around a bunch of textbooks, even if you're not in school, casually run into them, knock your books everywhere, and then just be like, oh, I didn't mean that. And then there's that look, meet cute, whatever thing, whatever you need to do, take action towards it. Trust your gut. Your gut will not lead you wrong. But whatever is happening here, there's something new in your love life coming, whether it's this person or somebody else. And your gut will tell you if it's this person or somebody else. So, yeah. Okay, let's get you some letters and numbers now before I leave you guys. So, pile 2, 3. Okay. So we have J, D, E, X. So maybe there's some X stuff. We have another E. We have a broken 3, yeet. We have a Q. We have a 9, 2, 9, 7, 4. So these could be like birth dates, like 4-7, 2-7, 9-2. We have 3-3-3. Actually, no, we have 3-3-3-3. So we have 4 3s. We have an 8, like August. We have a 0. I feel like, honestly, with this HX, I'm hearing the word hoax, and I feel like this person didn't actually believe that you could be into them at first. I feel like they didn't take you seriously because they thought you were just like too out of their league. And I feel like they have a lot of questions for you because I feel like they don't know where your head is at. Oh yeah, H-E. But I feel like you should just, if you do anything, like I'm seeing the word heed, like heed your intuition when it comes to this. And with the DJ, like I'm thinking of music, so maybe if there's any songs that make you think of this person, or if any random songs that you don't really listen to pop into your head, look up the lyrics or something like that. There might be some messages in there for you. But pile 2, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through if you did. Like I said in the intro, if you are interested in booking a personal reading, definitely go ahead and check out Alyssa. She is wonderful. Definitely let me know down in the comments how this resonates if you'd like to. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you left a like. If you haven't already, I would also love it if you subscribed for more readings like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through if you did. And thank you for letting me read your cards. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, pile 4. Pile, what? Oh my god. Guys, I literally just restarted this because I accidentally called you guys pile 4. Again, I did that the last time. Pile 3, I'm so sorry. Hi, pile 3. Sorry that I can't call you by the correct name. This is gonna be your reading on how your person is currently feeling about you. I already have your oracle shuffled. This is probably why I'm getting so mixed up. Your I'm interested to see what tarot cards come out, because this energy is very interesting. Why can I not speak all of a sudden? Oh my goodness. Okay. this reading's gonna be a ride, I can already tell. Okay, Spirit, how is pile 3's person currently feeling about pile 3? Okay. Well, let's start with the ones that flopped out here. We have the Hanged Man and the 5 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands, the Fool. That looks like a nutsack. We also have the Emperor. And on the back of the deck, we have the Empress. Oh my gosh. And the Lovers. Wow. Lots going on here. Titties galore. Ace of Cups as well. Okay, no wonder you guys are going like insane. This energy is nuts. So okay. I feel like I gotta take that. I have to take this. And look, the nine of Swords underneath that, and then the 9 of Cups. Okay, this is all like background information, and I'm taking it because it makes your oracles make a lot more sense. So yeah, this person makes you feel some type of way, don't they? Pile 3. Oh my God. I can feel it. Like, I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Like, wow. Okay. This person is probably incredibly triggering because there's a lot of feelings here, and I feel like you both have a lot of fear. But also at the same time, this person could be your wish come true. But I feel like the energy might be quite triggering. This is counterpart energy. I don't know how often the Emperor and the Empress come out in the same reading like this, but yeah. Let's look at your oracles now. We have Anxiety, the Temple Path, Storm Warning in reverse, and Envy in reverse. So yeah, you guys got the most energy cards out of anybody. You also have the Swan, which is interesting because we have another Swan there, and the Hawk. And then finally we have Scry Mirror and the Sword. So this is really intense energy, pile 3. And I think the reason why it's so intense is because the feelings for one another are so strong. I feel like you have to be talking to this person. If you're not, I'm going to be confused as to why. I wouldn't be shocked if you're with this person. Or maybe, I don't know. Essentially how they're feeling about you is that if you guys have started this fresh start together, they're really excited about it. If not, they really want to take action towards a fresh start with you. I definitely feel like the two of you can get triggered by one another. I see the Empress as you, this beautiful, majestic swan. But if you even see in this pile, the swan is mirrored. And we also have the Scry Mirror. So that you are incredibly triggering and healing to this person all at the same time. This person could be an Aries or a Pisces, or of water or air, but they don't have to for this to resonate. Anyway, I feel like they fight with themselves a lot about what this is, because objectively I feel like they feel insane. Because I feel like they've had all the control of themselves right up until you entered their life. And I think what's even crazier is that you've turned their world upside down because there's so many aspects of your life that this person, I feel like you're a very spiritual person, pile 3. I feel like you are the type of person, you could be like an empath, or you're just a very like emotionally in tune person, a very healing person. And with the Hawk here, you could have like channeling abilities or medium abilities. You could like read tarot or something, but you are holding a mirror up to this person. And you're constantly spitting messages of truth to them that I think are not yours, but that are spiritual messages. You might be aware of them. But I feel like this person feels like they're going crazy because you've opened up this spiritual world that they never thought existed. But at the same time, they're loving it because they're feeling like they're this new person. And with all of these cards on the back of the deck, I feel like they're terrified of it because they never thought something like this could exist. But they're wanting to choose this because the feelings here are so strong. And so they're just trying to surrender to it. But they definitely have anxieties because at times they go back and forth like, is this actually real? Like, is all this mumbo jumbo shit like true? But then at the same time, they're like, it has to be, because I feel like what's going on here is that this person knows that, one, you're such a catch. And if you're already with this person, they are fully cognizant of the fact that they are with like primo Empress material. But if you're not, they know that you're not like, they know that if you guys got together, it wouldn't be for nothing. Like, I feel like this person gets scared at the sight of danger, but I feel like they're trying not to be jealous of you because either they're already with you or they know that this is heading in a place where they could be with you. And I feel like they fight with themselves because they've always felt so in control, and so like they've always known what they've known, and I feel like you are completely flipping all of that on its head. And if you've gotten into arguments, I feel like this person has been the one to start them, especially if there's some Aries energy here. And I feel like also they're just insanely attracted to you. Like, I just have to, like, they're super horny for you. But the fact that you've added in this spiritual level that they didn't even know existed, it's like they're being transported into this alternate dimension at this point where they're like, this world didn't exist. The temple path talks all about spiritual nature, and you've opened up this person's world so much and they've healed so much that they feel so much more in control. But at times they like fight with themselves. Is this real? Is this not? But what's exciting to them with this scry mirror is that all the gifts that you have, they are now starting to realize that they have them as well, and they're wanting to develop them. They have this really protective energy over you, and they want to do right by you. And they're trying to not let their anxieties get the best of them, because I feel like they're really having a hard time with the fact that you're not somebody who is submissive to them. Like this is counterpart energy. You're on their level. So they know that they don't hold the power here. It's equal. And that's petrifying to them because they are so afraid of losing control, of losing that grasp. So they're trying to, they're really fighting with themselves internally. Like, sometimes they want to take action and try to like I'm literally visualizing someone kicking your feet out from under you, but not in a literal sense, but like they just want to feel like they have the upper hand. And it's a bit problematic, and I feel like that's why they're fighting themselves with it, because I think they know that this is one of the healthiest things that they, like, you're one of the healthiest people that they've ever been open to, and one of the most powerful people that they've ever been around. And it's really spiritually testing them. And even though they know it's safe, and they know that the feelings are reciprocated, they're petrified of losing control because they don't want their heart broken. They like being in this power, but at the same time, so they fight back and forth with this, like, I feel so light, I feel so free, I'm transforming. But then at the same time, it's like, you don't have control anymore. You have to figure out how to get this control back. And so that's where that anxiety comes in. But I mean, you are literally holding a mirror up to them and showing them everything that is problematic about them. And it's like really hard to deal with, but also very freeing. And the funny thing is that you're not intentionally doing it, I don't think. And even if you are, it's because you're supposed to. But it's hard for them. You've already helped them overcome a lot of shadow energy. But I do think it freaks them out how much they feel for you. I mean, like we saw, that Nine of Swords, that Nine of Cups. It's like, it's everything I've wanted, but am I ready for it? But they don't want to miss that opportunity, because that opportunity is what will create this Ten of Cups. And with the Lovers here, Gemini energy, they want to choose you. They want you. If they haven't chosen you already, they want to choose you, because the feelings here are so strong. Honestly, part of me wonders why you even clicked on this reading, because clearly you already intuitively know that this person adores you and you're the best that they'll ever do. Maybe it's a time of rebirth or birth again. It's like they're coming out of a cocoon in some way. But yeah, like this is really straightforward. And I think that's what's funny, because I was prepared to get into this very in-depth thing where there's all these complicated aspects and stuff, because that's usually what there is. The situations are not so typically black and white, you know. Complexities are real, truths can coexist, but the truth of this is that this is a divine connection. It's part of both of your spiritual journeys. You're here, you're ready, like it's happening. You're healing a lot with this person, and you're really showing them their triggers, and it sucks. It's hard, and I feel like it makes them angry sometimes. So if they're ever defensive with you, that's why. It's really hard to have a mirror shown to you about all the things that are not so favorable about you. But at the same time, they're really excited by the fact that they could be on your level at some point, because spiritually you are so far above them. They might feel very control in the physical world, but spiritually you're like out in left field. Like they're struggling with that struggle that a lot of people go through when they first discover spirituality, especially if they didn't believe in anything. I went through this myself, where you're like, and I still go through it sometimes, where you're like, how do I know this all isn't bullshit? Like, how do I know that I'm not just deluding myself? Like, I was a psychology major. I'm like, this is just cognitive bias. Like, oh no, confirmation bias. I didn't mean to say cognitive bias, but same thing. But the correct term is confirmation bias. But like, I had such a hard time believing that it was real and that it was actually a thing. And I feel like that's kind of what this person is going through right now, because understandably it's kind of rocking their world, and they're really not understanding how this happened, how this is like, they're just mind fucked, honestly. They're just like, it's like you came into their life and it's just like everything was turned on its head, and in the best way possible. Because I actually think that they were headed in a really bad place if you hadn't come into their life at the time that you did, because I think spiritually they were probably gonna do some things that were kind of, from a spiritual perspective, pretty problematic, that could have created issues. And I actually think that you came in at the last second, like right before they would have done something really stupid. And I almost feel like this is something like business related or something like that, and you got them in the right frame of mind. Because I definitely think that this person has been tempted by greed or by shallow things in the past. But the fact that you're the entire package, you know, you've got the looks, you've got the personality, you've got the charm, and you're like a wee spiritual lady or man or whatever you identify as. They are so like, it's you. Like, there's nobody but you. Like, you've rocked their world. So yeah, pretty straightforward messages, honestly. You've helped them see things from such a higher perspective than they once were looking, and I feel like you guys are very similar in ways that are cute and very different in ways that matter, and that's really what is important. I mean, this is divine counterpart energy for sure, but I kind of want to see what they would say to you with channel messages. So Spirit, what would pile 3's person say to pile 3 if they could be completely honest? If they haven't made moves towards you, I feel like they really want to. Complications scare me. So yeah, I feel like that is afraid, like they might be afraid of something bad happening, and there might be a self-fulfilling prophecy here that they're afraid of creating. This isn't in your head. I feel it too. It's time for me to move on. I feel like that's all about them, like realizing that it's time to move on from the foolish ways and move forward. Going on top of the Fool, I feel like it's this new journey with you. I miss the good times we shared. So yeah, maybe if you got in an argument with this person recently, you should hear from them soon. I'm like shocked that you're not already with this person. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, you are. But if you're not, boy, they're going to be taking action towards you real soon. Like, don't you even worry. Okay, we've had a lot pop out. This person has thoughts. There are things I'm not ready to tell you. So yeah, maybe that might be what that anxiety is about as well. Maybe there are things in their past that they're not proud of, that they're like afraid to tell you, but I feel like you already know about them. Like, they really do not have a full grasp of how spiritual, intuitive you are. We also have feelings for someone else, which I think is weird because I don't really think that's accurate. Maybe there's an ex in the picture. I don't know. I have to ask about that. Spirit, what's this about? Okay. Okay. So there could be a mother in the picture. That's what's so interesting, is everything seems so straightforward. And like I said, there's always something more to the picture. So maybe there's somebody in their past. Maybe there is somebody that they thought, maybe this is an ex, like an ex partner, maybe even like marriage partner. Or this isn't talking about like romantic feelings, but it's a family member, somebody that is very conservative, and somebody that is that they really value their opinion, and they might have fears about that. But one thing I want to mention is that their feelings for you are stronger. So trust your intuition on this. But yeah, whoever this is, like, they might be afraid to tell you about it, but I'm not bothered by it. The only reason I felt like I had to ask was I was afraid you guys would be bothered by it. So I don't think it's legitimate. Like, it's nothing compared to what they feel for you. I mean, are you kidding me? But that could probably be why. You know, maybe they're like worried about this person trying to come in and stir up shit. I'm afraid. Your soul is so beautiful. I'm afraid of being codependent. I want to take control. Yeah, we could tell that, Mr. Emperor. We also have, you make me forget about all the negatives in my life. So yeah, maybe they've gone through some shit with this person. I hope we will be together one day. So clearly, for some of you, so the energy in this pile is strong. And what I will say is that I think that if you're already with this person, the channeled messages are really focusing on people who are not with this person, because you can just talk to this person. And I think that you already know a lot of these things. But I guess with this, if you're not talking to this person, if you're not with this person, they feel a lot of anxiety because they're worried about letting you in on this stuff that's going on, I guess. Okay, take this and then we'll look at the back of the deck. Your love fulfills me more than anything, and you're absolutely stunning. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that I feel crazy for having these strong feelings for you, and I think that's part of it too. And underneath that, I hope our paths cross again. So I guess if you're not with this person, they're going crazy right now. They want to make moves towards you. That's why I'm like, why are you not with this person? It pretty much seems like you're with this person, but if you're not, I think the channeled messages are specifically catered to to those people, because if you're already with them, I feel like you know what's up. So, okay, I'm going to get you guys some advice now. We're going to start with the Affirmators deck for love and relationships. Okay. So, all right, there's 3 here. I'll take them. Commitment. I willingly accept that it's safe to topple my walls and commit completely to a relationship. It might be one that's already here or one that's on the way. Either way, these walls gotta go. Without them, I can go further, feel freer, and love bigger than ever before. Bonus, no walls means I save a lot of money on picture frames. We also have wants and needs. I take stock of my relationships, and I'm honest about what I want and need from the people in my life. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. Both may be desired, and either may be acquired, but that's getting into Venn diagram territory, and no one wants to draw one of those, though some of us might need to. And acceptance. When I get to know new people, I accept their actual traits rather than the ones I project on them. Same goes for not new people I already know. Acceptance is the delicate art that reminds us everyone is their own unique self, and we can't expect them to ever be anything. But man, how do those snowflakes do it? And on the back of the deck, we have solidarity. I respect the power of solidarity and look for opportunities to unleash it. When a loved one has to do something tough, I'll heed their often silent but sometimes loud and whiny call and participate in the toughness with them. Everything is easier when a partner, cohort, sidekick joins you. The only thing that's not easier is feeling resentment, which I suppose is the overall point. Okay, we're gonna look at the Work Your Light deck as well. I almost wonder as well if this is somebody with like an ex that maybe they have kids with or something like that, and they just don't want to implicate you in that stuff, and they also know how this person is, and they're afraid of this person like getting really upset or being, they might be very like emotionally volatile, which is interesting because it's a Queen of Pentacles energy. But the energy that I'm getting, if there is some type of person that they're worried about, it feels emotionally volatile. And I feel like that's part of why this person feels so emotionally volatile. So your advice is boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So maybe you need to affirm things with this person, or maybe just people in your life. We also have dance with life, do something to change your energy. And on the back of the deck, soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So if you're not feeling like this Empress right now, Spirit's asking you to get back to that energy and know your worth, because you are so special, and like you have a lot of spiritual power. I just want to really reiterate that. And I feel like you make this person afraid of how powerful you are. Like you make an emperor afraid. How much clout like is that? That's so much clout. Okay, well, I guess this guy wanted to come out. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So that's literally all about trusting your intuition and trusting your gut, which you clearly have a strongly developed intuition, so you need to trust it when it comes to this situation. But finally, Spirit, what else do you want pile 3 to know when it comes to this connection? Believe in the impossible, blue moon. Be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And on the back of the deck, take time to breathe out. So yeah, if you got into like a heated argument with this person, yeah, I feel like Spirit's asking you just to take a break. Trust what your intuition is telling you and follow that. And yeah, be confident in yourself. You deserve to be. But we're going to get you some letters and numbers now. So pile 3, Spirit. Okay. So we have a W or an M, however you want to see that. We have a V, so maybe Volkswagen. We have an L. We have an O. Maybe this person went AWOL for a second. Maybe because of this person coming back into their life. We have an E. No, we don't have an E. We have a V, which is interesting. So maybe this person's trying to tell you that they love you. We have 2 O's. We have 2 V's. I'm hearing like Vanessa or Veronica. We also have D. Maybe the DMV is important in some way. We also have a 1. We have a lot of numbers. Oh, we have a C. 2 O's. 2 V's. An H. We have a 3 and a 6 or a 9. We have 2 5s, another a 2, a 7. So we have 2. So we have 2 2s. We have 2 5s. We have a 4. We have 2 6s or 9s, and then a 1, and that's 7. Okay, pile 3, I think that's where I'm going to leave this reading. Thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through. If you did, definitely let me know down in the comments how this resonates. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you left me a like. And if you are interested in seeing more readings from me, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, be sure to hit up Alyssa. I have all of her information down below. She is wonderful. I promise she will do right by you. Thank you guys so much for letting me read your cards. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, Pile 4. If you guys chose the Good Tarot, this is going to be your reading on your person's current feelings for you. So I already have your oracle shuffled, and then we're going to look at channeled messages and advice, and then pull some letters and numbers at the very end. I hope you all are doing well. Come on, guys. Just do the thing. Okay. All right. So, Spirit, how is Pile 4's... Okay. They already have thoughts, I see. We have the 10 of Wands and the Emperor. How is Pile 4's person currently feeling about Pile 4? Okay, here's what's interesting. I feel like Pile 1 and Pile 2 are related, and now I'm getting the energy that Pile 3 and Pile 4 are related, because when I started Pile 3, said, hi, Pile 4, and then I was just like, shit. And so then I had to restart it, and then I went to restart it again, and I was like, hi, Pile 4, and I was like, okay, clearly something's going on here. We have the Fool, so we have 2 similar cards already, so if you feel drawn to the third pile, you might want to watch this one as well. But let's see what else. Spirit, how is Pile 4's person currently feeling about Pile 4? Because clearly this person has thoughts. Just maybe why they were like, look at Pile 4 too. Or Spirit was King of Swords, Page of Wands, and on the back of the deck, Page of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords underneath that. I feel like we need to take it. That 2 of Air, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, this is actually really interesting. Okay, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Okay, I'm taking all of these because they have background information. Same as the third pile. I would not be shocked if this is the same person. And now I'm kind of understanding why. And look what we have at the very bottom. 3 of Cups and the Empress. So, like, okay. This is what's so funny is I was literally talking about, in the last pile, I was talking about how, you know, I was really confused because I felt like there was more to this story than what was being led on. And I was like, I guess this is more black and white than I thought it was. Like, but then the channeled messages came out, and I realized very quickly, okay, no, there's more to the story here. So, yeah, this person, oh boy. Oh, you guys, I'm sure. I feel you right now. Okay. So, I feel like it's important, if you felt drawn to watch Pile 3, watch Pile 3. But if you only felt drawn to Pile 4, this is definitely your pile. This person is really overwhelmed right now. And it's mainly because having control is so important for them. And they don't want to look stupid. I'm actually going to put this here since we have less oracle cards. I feel like this person wears a mask at times. And part of their mask is that they're not willing to, 1, be open to their feelings, and 2, be honest about their life. Because truthfully, I see you here, Pile 4. Would you look? 4-4. I feel like you have their heart. But this is somebody who doesn't value their heart. They value control. And they value... I heard manipulation, but I don't think that's true for all of you. I think they value control. And I think they value staying in power, whatever way that means. And with this fire ant here, this is all about being aggressive and being rigid in the way of thinking. And with this dolphin coming out in reverse, I feel like this person underestimates the power of feelings and of love. Because we don't have any cups here. We do, but this is background information, which is insane because I don't typically take this much. But like their current energy, they're conflicted, they don't know what to do. You're putting in more energy than they are. They're very aware of that. They're afraid of losing you. Why? Because they feel a lot of emotional fulfillment and you're literally a dream come true. However, they are very afraid of what makes them happy. And you being the Empress, which if you were drawn to pile 3, you were in the last pile as well, would mean that they would have to end things in their life. They would have to change the way they've been living. They would have to open themselves up to their counterpart, and they are very afraid of doing that. Because even though it would provide emotional fulfillment, they would not have control. And that is what scares them more than anything. With this 7 of Swords here, I don't feel like this person I hope that they don't have intentions to betray you, because honestly, this is a general reading. And I feel like there's a bit of game playing here because this person wants to stay on your good side. They admire you. They see the best in you. But I think they weren't anticipating what truly has gone on here, because I feel like they saw this as, oh yeah, there might be a little something here. There might be a little potential, but I'm sure nothing will ever come of it. And honestly, they're kind of following their dick because they were really attracted to you. And whether you were physical with them or not, I'm just going to be honest. Like, if you're younger, this is not, the energies here are more complex and more mature, if that makes sense. I mean, you could definitely be, this is not energy that like high schoolers go through. I'm sorry, high schoolers, but this is not high schooler energy, okay? This is like established adult shit where there's complexities here. And like, this is why, oh my God, this makes so much more sense now, because in pile 3, I was just like, why are all these cards so straightforward when the energy feels like there's a lot more going on than it looks? And this is precisely why, because these 2 piles are fucking connected. Of course they are. Like, of course, nothing can just be simple and we can't just have a good time. There has to be more here. So this rainbow bridge is about crossing into the unknown. And with this no bullshit card coming out in reverse, which is really interesting because I don't have any cards in reverse, so I trusted this when it came out. Same with the dolphin. This person is used to like saying like little white lies and stuff to get them out of things. And they love more than anything than having zero accountability and just skirting on through life. They don't care about people very often. I'm just going to be honest. They have the gift of the gab. They're very good at what they do, which is communicating. And if you're a younger person and this is older, which first of all, please God, let it be legal. If it's not, please click off. But anyway, I feel like they saw you as someone younger. They saw you as somebody that probably wasn't in for something serious, and therefore they could just have a good time and not worry about it. Well, now things have gotten too deep and they're like, shit, I actually have feelings for this person. I don't want to betray them. They're like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to betray you. But I don't know how to walk into the unknown. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe themselves capable of loving. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, pile 4, I'm kind of pissed off at this person. And like, I know it's my job as a reader to be objective or whatever, but I mean, I'm not saying that you deserve better or anything like that, because there really is this strong counterpart energy. And obviously you have free will and it's your choice, but I'm just kind of angry because I feel like this person is so set in their ways. They don't see how simple this is. And it's just them being willing to open themselves up to a world where they might not always be right all the time. And so maybe there are things in their family that they have to get through. I'm afraid that this person is in like a loveless marriage or something, or has like a wife and you're like a third party type thing. You will know if that's the case. If not, please don't freak out and think it's something else. I think otherwise it's just this person never anticipated on committing to anything or anybody. Or if they did in the past, they certainly weren't going to again. And the stress of this connection is honestly overwhelming them. And that's probably, Spirit probably really wanted you to see pile 4, because this person wants a fresh start with you. But that would require them doing things that will force them to own up to their own bullshit. Maybe making moves towards you could be financially risky. They might be betraying somebody else. I feel like this person is selfish. Like they've acted very selfishly. And you've been kind of holding that mirror up to them, especially if you're in pile 3. Because this person, for how much power they have, they deem themselves not capable of just saying, hey, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I can be a loving, supportive partner. Maybe I don't have to be in control all the time. And so this person is like playing games, but I don't think it's like playing games to toy with your heart. I feel like it's playing games to buy time. They're literally like trying to buy time so they can figure out what they want to do, because they don't want to lose you. And they're trying to maintain control of the situation, and it scares the shit out of them to think that they may not have control of it. Because let's be real here, you have more power than you think you do. This is how they feel about you. And now they're unsure of what to do, because they've never felt feelings like this before. I mean, you're that 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, wish come true. And let me be real here. I have had this deck for over a year, so don't feel like if you haven't seen it in my videos very often, it's because I don't use it in videos a lot. But yeah, I shuffle this deck a lot. I mean, these came out here for a reason. And with this 3 of Cups, I feel like they enjoyed more casual things that they really didn't have to invest a lot of energy in. And then they met you, and like the game has changed. They know that their world would change. And that's really scary, because opening themselves up to a whole new world and a world where they don't feel in control, that's really scary. And I definitely feel like if this is a younger person, like you might be the first person they've ever thought worthy of settling down and committing to. Like they might have been really focused on their career, and maybe logically they're thinking that's just what they need to do, but they can't get you off their mind. Like you are, I'm literally hearing that song, like, can't get you out of my head, like whatever that is. I can't think of the song right now, but they're basically buying themselves time, because look, that strategy reduces to a 3. Where was that other 3? The world reduces to a 3, and they're like, how do I get everything in my world in order so that I can start fresh here? Because they don't know. Like honestly, they don't know. And I feel like what something started as just innocent fun turned into something so much deeper, and now they're like in over their head. And here's the thing. You have played a very integral role in this, not in any bad way. But the universe was kind of, you've been used as a mechanism, not literally, like Spirit isn't using you, but your presence in this person's life has become a mechanism for them to see their own bullshit. And if you see pile 3, if you were drawn to that, there was so much mirroring energy there and counterpart energy. And I feel like that's why this energy is so intense. They don't understand commitment, or like real commitment, because they know that they would have to genuinely commit to you. And I think that's scary. And it's not even because they're always looking in other people's directions. It's just that they like doing whatever they want. Like literally control is everything to them. And I actually think that maybe before they met you, sex was a huge like control thing for them. Like they just enjoyed doing it for the feeling of having control over another human. They've always been focused on themselves, and very selfishly so. And you've really opened up that you've held a mirror up to them and seen how heartless a lot of their actions have been. And I feel like they don't want to recreate that shit with you. And if they have, they feel really bad about it. And they're literally trying to figure out how to fix this, because the feelings they have for you are overwhelming. It's a huge burden. Something that seemed like just a fun little fling turned into this overwhelming shitstorm where this person just doesn't know what's up or down. And the funny thing is that it's so much easier than they think it is, but their ego is so thick that admitting that, oh, they might be wrong, and that love might be a real thing, and that spirituality might be a thing, and that divine counterparts might be a thing, that's like too much for them. Like, I'm literally hearing in BoJack Horseman, that's too much, man. Like, they're very rigid in their thinking, and I think they have anger issues as well that they channel into either maladaptive coping mechanisms or just distracting themselves. And these deeper feelings scare the shit out of them. And at the same time, they don't want to lose you. And I feel like readings like this suck, because not like you suck or this, but like this situation sucks, because this is definitely a situation where a personal reading would be more helpful. Contact Celtic Fairy Tarot, i.e. Alyssa, on Instagram for a personal reading. But this person, like, there's so many different nuances here, and because the energy is collective, it could be different. Like, for some of you, this could be somebody who is in a loveless marriage and just kind of does their own thing, and now they've fallen in love with you. Or for others, it could just be somebody who likes to stay single and is focused on their job, and now you've come into their life and their skull is too thick to see through the fact that they just need to be willing to relinquish some control. There's so many different situations here. Of course, I am foolish to think that this was black and white in the last pile. Oh my God. It's literally a continuation. And I think it's important that if you felt drawn to pile 3, you watch it, because it really does go into how strong their feelings are for you. Because this pile is kind of showcasing more of their own bullshit that they are experiencing internally, because they're trying to get themselves out of this in any way they can. Not out of this in terms of like getting away from you, but getting out of this situation unscathed. And like, yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do, but they're not willing to let go of their stubborn energy. This is really frustrating. Like, this person needs some sense smacked into them, honestly. You know, metaphorically. I'm not going to condone violence, but I just think that this person has been living life so recklessly and just acting like they were untouchable. And this is the first time where they're really starting to have to see the consequences for their actions. And I feel like they're just shocked that this could possibly happen to them. Like, sure, other people, but not them. Not me. I'm in control of everything. We already have a channel message popping out here. And it is my favorite dreams always have you in them. And I feel like that's why they're struggling. They're losing control of themselves because of their feelings for you. And honestly, guys, I don't know what they're going to do here. It could be different for all of you. But the biggest thing that I want to stress is that sometimes feelings are enough and sometimes feelings aren't. And the most important thing here is to choose yourself. Because sometimes people do choose superficial things over something true and something real. And your heart is too precious to allow it to be tampered with and to be put on the back burner. So do whatever feels right to you. I wish I could give you better advice than that. But this is really difficult because this person, because it is collective, I really don't know what way, like where they're going to go here. I don't know what they're going to do. Because I don't think they know what they're going to do either. And truth be told, people are different. Some people are too prideful to admit feelings. Some people are too afraid to break down the systems that have already been put in place for them. Some people are too afraid to go against the grain of society or go against what they thought was real. And that's so frustrating But sometimes, like, it's sad, but it's true, and it honestly makes me want to cry, but, like, feelings aren't enough sometimes. Like, some people are just too stuck in their own ego to do things. So I don't know here. This person might, like, it'll go either way. They'll either figure it out, cross that bridge, and make moves towards you, or they're going to lose the best thing that they've ever had because they're too prideful to let go of it. And I think that's the most heartbreaking thing, is because you are such a special, special person. And they know that. And it's all ego. It's all ego. It's all ego. I just, oh my God. Like, I'm frustrated for you. And now you're, so you probably, if you watch the third pile, you're probably screaming at me like, it's not that simple. And I'm like, it's so simple. Yeah, that makes more sense now. I see why. Okay, wow, okay, yeah. This person has thoughts. Let's see what else they want to say. You give me butterflies. I want you. Yeah, they do want you. Like, a lot. Like, that's why I'm saying, because I don't want to sit here and say, especially as a general reading, this person is going to choose you, because I don't know. And it's irresponsible for a reader to say something if they don't genuinely feel that energy and can confirm it. All I can double pinky promise is that I don't know what's going to happen here. And that's why it's really important that you prioritize yourself and your needs in this case. We'll go into your advice and your guidance later. But I feel like Spirit is really asking you not to allow them to hold the power here. Stand strong in who you are. I want to take this connection to the next level. So for some of you, they definitely could. You are so out of my league. I agree. Can we just have fun? Friends with benefits. Mind over heart. Yeah, see, that's why it's so confusing, because there are some people that want to do this, and then other people with that King of Swords energy that are valuing their mind over their heart, and they just want to have fun. Please be patient with me. I'm not good with love. Yeah, we can tell, buddy. We also have, can we start over? So for some of you, this person might really want to fix things here, but for others, I feel like they're too sheepish. Like, and it is, and I wish I could give you more. Like, I want to be able to give you more here, but it's gonna depend based on your situation. Yeah, see, I don't have room for love right now, but you're my one true love, and I worry about us a lot. Well, gee, maybe if, okay, I'm not gonna get mad at your person. I'm sorry. As you can tell, I get a little defensive of you guys sometimes, and when I just feel like this is like, I'm like watching a movie right now, you know, like, I'm not literally, but you know when you watch a movie and you're just like, God, it's so simple, like, just be together, like, you clearly adore each other, like, why do you have to make this so difficult? This is like, this is Bridgerton shit, like, this is like, I can't get married because I made a vow, like, oh my God, like, really? Okay, get over it, bro. Okay, now I'm just going on about that, but we have everything I do is for us, and I wish I could love you the way you deserve, and it's always been you. So the biggest thing that I want to say is that no matter what goes down here, yeah, look, underneath that, I'm not willing to open up right now. It's so irritating. Like, that irritates me, because it's like, this is the type of person who just doesn't take accountability and allows shit to happen and allows it to keep going, and then they get in too deep, and then they're like, oh no, I don't know what to do. And like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to rip into your person like this, but like, you guys deserve better. Like, and even though this is a counterpart energy, this is beautiful energy, this person, I just honestly want to like sit them down. I don't care if they're like 60 years old, and be like, look, buddy, you need to get your shit figured out, because it's unfair of you to keep you guys in the dark. Okay, I'm getting heated. I'm sorry. They just need to get their shit figured out, because I will not stand for this. I simply will not. Like, seriously, pile 4, stand in your power when it comes to this connection. Do not allow them to assert your boundaries, assert your needs and your wants. That's in the last pile, that advice. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting unfairly angry with a lot of your people, but for some of you, I am rightfully angry. But I think the people that will agree with me on that know that. So if you feel like your person hasn't warranted my energy towards them, then they're probably on the less severe side of this. This is why in general readings it's important to take what resonates and leave the rest, because there are messages for some people that are simply not for others. And that's why I stress that this could go 2 different ways, and it's really going to depend on your situation. But let's see what advice and guidance Spirit has for you guys. Okay, Spirit, what do you want Pile 4 to know? What advice do you have for them, please? Okay. We have celebration. When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I give jealousy the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys, which means that I'm a good guy, and that means all of us win. Who wants to celebrate? We also have support on the back of the deck, which I think this is really important because, like, just right now, I wouldn't trust this person to be a support system for you because their energy is just unpredictable. I look at the vast network of support in my life and reminded of what a superpower it gives me. At any moment, I can call on the army of top-notch people who want the best for me, which means I'm basically invincible. Take that, loneliness. Run for the hills, boredom. I'm sorry, what did you say to me? All-pervasive, all-consuming anxiety? Damn right you didn't. We also have maturity. I make peace with the tough relationships of my past. I probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but I'm grateful for the lessons they brought me. Because of those relationships, I can look back at the mosaic of my life, internet stuff, my exes, and see value in the most broken pieces. I really dodged a bullet. And finally, we have boundless love. Today, I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. And yeah, I think that honestly, Pile 4, see, I feel like I'm getting angry on your behalf because you guys have been so gracious in this situation. And I think part of it is, and this is not like a fault on your part, is to want to see the best in them. And also, you have really strong feelings. Like, this is just, like, both have really strong feelings for one another. And I'm not denying that in the slightest. I'm just saying that this person, whoever they may be, depending on who they are, has some shit that they need to work through. And they didn't anticipate this connection the way that they should have. And I feel like, and I just feel angry in the sense that, like, you deserve to be considered. And this person should have been transparent with you. And it was just really unfair of them to keep going deeper with this without giving you the answers that you deserve. I feel like you've been going crazy because you're just trying to figure this out. And I feel crazy. Like, that's why I'm like, if I ever see your person, they're gonna get some thoughts from me because I can't. Okay, I don't want to get too angry now. It's my job as a reader to be impartial. It's very difficult for me to be impartial sometimes, and that's a flaw of mine that I have to work on. I'm doing something right now that's called taking accountability, which is something your person needs to do. Okay, anyway. Yeah, they need to take some accountability for their actions. And a lot of this accountability, I feel like, has nothing to do with you, but things in their life that they need to address. And it's selfish and unfair to have these strong feelings for you, to pursue this and treat this relationship like an escape, and then act like everything will just be fine when things are clearly not fine and there's things that they're not addressing. They have to be willing to let go of control. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Advice for you. Okay, Asa, you need to breathe. I love you guys very much, and I hope that's clear. I'm sorry if my attitude made you upset. I just think maybe some people needed that. Maybe some of you guys needed somebody to be mad at this person. But let's get some advice for you guys. Let's get a little lighter. I don't need to get this angry unless I see them in the street, but that's a whole other story. Okay, so Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 4 when it comes to this connection, please? Okay. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I think that this is even more related to don't give away your power to make this person feel comfortable. I feel like they've really been trying to pull some power moves. That's part of that strategy here. Don't give it to them. And inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So what you need to do is in your heart. For some of you, you'll want to stick this through. And if that's what you want to do, I support it. And if some of you want to walk away, I support it. I support whatever your heart says, because ultimately your intuition and your heart knows better. I'm just a pair of talking hands on a general reading on YouTube. I'm doing my best and I'm reading this energy, but ultimately the power is in your hands. I'm here to bring you the information. And at times I'm not the best information bringer because I have a hard time, like, I just feel defensive of you guys, and I just really care about you, and I want you to have the best life and to be treated the way you deserve to be treated. And I'm sorry if that comes off wrong, but we also have Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you, and Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So yeah, you guys deserve. I feel like the universe is saying we'll support you in whatever you do, but stay in your power and make that move. Create the life that you want. And if the life that you want is with this person, there's your answer. But if the life that you want, if this person cannot fulfill that and they're refusing to fulfill that, and there's a life that you want, focus on creating your heaven. This is about you. It's not about them. I don't care how strong their feelings are, and I don't care how strong your feelings are. At the end of the day, you deserve respect. You deserve somebody that's going to be transparent and honest with you, and you deserve to be happy. And if you're not happy in this situation, then I want you to choose you. Always choose you. I think that's what Spirit wants you to do as well. But I also know that if you chose pile 3, that you're a very spiritually aware person. And I trust that you'll absolutely make the right decision for you. And like I said, the situations are going to be different. But sometimes I just get heated. And even though you're strong and you're an adult and you can make your own decisions, I just want to fight for my viewers, because I don't like it when I feel like, when I smell bullshit, I get angry, because for something this strong in terms of feeling, I feel like that's why I feel so passionate about this, is because the feelings here are so strong and intense. It's not like this person is just some player fuckboy, which, like, I feel like they have been in the past, but with you it's different. And so I feel like it's really fucking with your sense of, like, is this real or is this not real? Because they're too afraid to confront their own shit. And that's not your fault. That's not something you should have to deal with. And it's like, it's not your job to heal this person and help them figure it out. Like, they can't always be in control of everything all the time. The earth doesn't have a steering wheel made specifically for this person, and they need to stop acting like it. Like, sorry, but the universe will hand you a slice of humble pie when you are not acting right. Y'all saw that. The slice of humble pie, remember who said that? And now who's mega canceled? Like, if you know anything about YouTube culture, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, okay. So, your advice. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So I feel like you're going to be getting answers about this connection soon, one way or another, which I'm sending you love and I'm wishing you all the best. Look at the bigger picture. I feel like that came out in the last pile as well. You also have it's time to release negativity and step out of your comfort zone. So all of full moons are about release. So something needs to be released here that you're uncomfortable with releasing. Whether it is, I don't want to just say this person, because I feel like, because that would be doing you guys and this connection a disservice. Because I do feel like I'm being biased from the perspective of I want the best for you, but I don't know this connection intimately. I don't know the full light of what's going on here. And your feelings are valid and what you want is valid. And so if that means you have to release expectations, if you have to release wants, I don't want you to ever release your needs, because needs are important, and whatever it is that you need, those should be non-negotiable. But I feel like you need to stop looking at this situation like it's your fault, because it's not. It's all this person. And I feel like you might be afraid to assert yourself and stand in your power here. And they might get angry. But I feel like that's important for you guys. Because you're not some little meek, small individual. You're very intelligent and very spiritually aware and very powerful. This person views you as somebody on their level or even higher. You know more than this person does. I'm telling you. You have more spiritual knowledge. You are further ahead than you think you are. And I feel like this person is not wanting you to be aware of that. They're afraid of that. And so the mask is very important, because once that mask falls and they're vulnerable, oh shit, they're going to be really afraid. They're very afraid of their mask falling off. But yeah, you guys just have to do what's right for you. I wish I could give you more than that. Okay. Let's get some letters and numbers for you guys. Pile 4, Spirit. Okay. We have a V, a Z, a T. I need to watch TV after this. I'm like, damn, I'm so heated. I'm gonna have to watch something that's gonna like, oh my God. I'm gonna have to buy like a what are those like boxing, like punching bags. I'm just like, oh, don't treat pile 4 like that. Ugh, like oh God. I'm sorry. I get so defensive of you guys sometimes. I don't mean to. I'm supposed to be objective and not insert anything here. But honestly, if you've watched me at all, you know enough at this point that I'm not the most ethereal spiritual creature in the world. I'm a buddy that's reading cards, and I'm just giving you my thoughts and letting you know what energy is here so that you can make the best decision. And sometimes if I feel like there is no respect being given, which I don't even think that this person isn't respecting you. It's just I'm angry at them for not seeing how obvious this is. And it's just because they're tied up in their own BS. Like literally, that's it. And so I feel like you're internalizing that because whatever you want to happen here is not happening, or they're not fulfilling promises, and you're looking at yourself like, what's wrong with me? Why is this happening? And I'm just like, it's not you. It's not you. I promise, it's not you. It is them. And it honestly, a lot of it is stuff that hasn't like, it's just their habits and their patterns. And like, I mean, 2 Fs, like fuck, like I'm just, man, I haven't been this heated in a pile in a while. So no wonder when I started pile 3, I had to say pile 4 both times. Yeah, you got the Aries Inquisition right there. Jeez. But I mean, we have 3 zeros here. We have 4 3s. We have a Z, we have a 5, we have TQ, VFF, and Z, and a 6 or a 9. So pile 4, I really don't want to leave you guys here, but I feel like I don't have anything else for you. And I also just don't want to like get into like voracious fire breathing dragon mode if I see anything that sets me off. I promise I don't have anger issues. I just like, I just have a hard time seeing, like, obviously I care about you guys and I want the best for you and I want you to have love and have happiness. And I feel like you could have that with this person. And if this person would just see through their thick skull that they just need to get over their own ego and their own BS and things would be fine, and that yes, they might have to, the Vampire Diaries might have some significance, by the way. Anyway, if this person would just see through the fact that, yes, there might be some, like, havoc wreaked. Like it might be uncomfortable, it might be scary, but that's important for growth and development. And I feel like this person is just set in their ways and they're not willing to be open to that growth. And it sucks because this could be something really beautiful and really awesome. And they have really strong feelings for you. And so that's why it's like, I just don't want you internalizing any of this, because your feelings intuitively are correct. Like there are really strong feelings here. This is counterpart energy. But unfortunately, this counterpart has some issues to work through, and it's going to be different for all of you. And the situations are going to be different, and what you do intuitively is going to be different. But at the end of the day, my best advice for you is don't allow a spiritual label to override your needs and override your life. Because at the end of the day, if this person wasn't somebody with that label, would you still be willing to work through it? I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Just remember to know your worth, and that this is not about you. This is about them. And unfortunately, your connection is implicated in that. But I really hope that they work through this ego stuff and do what's right. And I think whatever is right is being upfront and honest with you, because I feel like they've just been avoiding the topic. They've been avoiding the what are we, or the where is this going, and like doing everything in their power to avoid it. And I feel like I just wish that they would be upfront with you if they're willing to move forward with this or not. Like you deserve that honesty. And I guess that's where I'm coming from. And yeah, I want the best for you guys, and I really hope this works out. And I'm sorry if my attitude was a bit too much. If you felt like this person, like my reactions were not worth what's going on in this situation, it's because there are other people that are also watching this where my reactions are warranted. Because truthfully, when you're reading for collective energy, the strongest energies come out. And yeah, I'm gonna leave this reading here, pile 4. I don't know how I feel about this reading. I hope it was helpful. I'm sorry I got so heated. I just hope you know it was out of care, and that at the end of the day, you know what's best, and trust your gut. Like I said, I'm just a talking pair of hands. I'm wishing you guys the best. If you enjoyed this reading somehow, I hope you did at least. I would love it if you left me a like and subscribed, but I completely understand if you don't, because I did objectively get quite heated. But yeah, if you want to book a personal reading, I would definitely hit up Alyssa. She can help you. Or Celtic Fairy Tarot on Instagram. She's wonderful. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys here. I really hope this helped. Thank you for letting me read your cards and tolerating my Aries ass. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon if you're not too mad at me. Okay, bye.